welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to do is show you a quick glimpse of my son's updated second semester planner agenda. As mentioned in the previous video, for the second semester of fifth grade, to accommodate the rest of his transition period, we went ahead and updated his agenda planner. I'm also going to show you how we set up his independent days in terms of the agenda, Evernote, and a folder that we use. I will link the video below where I go into detail about the bin system that we use for homeschooling and his independent days. But again, and I'll also link the video about his transition. What do I mean by his transition? We have two transitions in our homeschool, one in fifth and one in at the end of sixth grade, seventh grade. But again, I'll link that video below so you can get some additional information just in case you are a little inquisitive and curious about what I'm referring to. So I'll go ahead, turn the camera around so again I can show you those things. Here we go. Let me go ahead and open up this binder so you can see what's in it. The first page is basically, a welcome page to the fifth grade where we provide him some information in terms of our expectations and why we're homeschooling and the governance for our homeschool. We also included a reminder page so that when we are talking about certain things, or when I tell him, oh, today's a flex day or a planning day, or, we're going to have together time, or let's do brain breaks. This page here just kind of tells him what those different things are. So it's like a reminder or a reference page. And this is just a laminated sheet of paper. I printed the continent of Africa in color, laminated it, and used it as a divider, a page divider within his binder. Next, we have his daily routines. This is what he's supposed to do every morning. This is what he's supposed to do, after we're done home, before he goes to bed at night. This information is also posted in his room and in his bathroom. We do also have a password page within this book. I did skip over that. There was no need for me to show you that. This here is our schedule for the second semester. Not a schedule, but a routine. It just tells us how long we're supposed to spend. Let me turn the camera around. Hopefully that works out better for you. It tells us how long we're supposed to spend in each of these subjects. It also tells us how long our day is supposed to be. And it tells us all the things that we're doing throughout the week, so we're on the same page. This here is our attendance record. This was our calendar for the first semester, and this is our calendar for the second semester. This folder here is where we keep his work. So anything that I grade throughout the week, all completed graded work goes here. Anything I have not graded stays in this little red folder as a reminder for me, and anything that is graded that requires correction goes in this side. Here's another page divider. Again, I just printed this out, laminated it, and used it as a page divider. And again, this is second semester. We're in our third quarter. Every week, we'll have a calendar at a glance. And then each week, we'll have a week at a glance where he writes major projects, goals, things he needs to do, any notes. And then he writes his assignments over here, and he tracks his hours. So here's an example of his assignment log. It just has all the subjects here, all the days of the week, and then each Sunday during our meeting, which is where him and I meet to kind of talk about the prior week's and the current week's success, areas of opportunities, all of his assignments, how I thought he did, how he thought he did. He does a self-assessment. We call that like a little progress report that we do every single week, and we calculate his hours. Again, a part of the second semester for 5th grade incorporates tracking of hours. So this is where he tracks his hours. And every week, again, it's the same. We have our week at a glance, tracks assignments and hours. Week at a glance, assignments, hours. And again, within his agenda, we also keep track of all of his projects. So for second semester, he's had a weather study project he's completed. We have a science project. We're doing our first science project the second semester of 5th grade. We're doing that science project together. I do have a science project guideline document that I have created. I'll create a different video on that, but he'll do his first science project with me together. And then starting in the 6th grade, he's going to have 2 science projects, one each semester, which he has to complete independently. And this paper will probably be completely filled up by the end of the school year. We'll have a few of these, but again, every month we have this associated with the month that we're in. And then again, here's that progress report that I was talking about. We keep track of his progress. I don't keep grades, scores or anything, but this is the way I track his progress. And I will do a separate video on how we track progress in our homeschool. So again, on a monthly basis, he has his calendar at a glance. Every single week we'll have a week at a glance, a sheet to track assignments, and a sheet to track his course hours. He's tracking his course hours in terms of, our instructional days and our independent days. And I am tracking our hours only for our instructional days. So, ever so often I'll reconcile the two just to make sure they match. So at the end of the year, we'll have one document that summarizes everything. Okay, so that is his agenda planner for the year